How's it going, guys? It's Dean or Rept here, and in the last video you saw me do an unboxing of two new figures that just came in the mail. I'm making this video immediately after making that one. I do realize though, as I'm looking back, that I didn't actually show me unpackaging them from their individual packages, which I apologize. But now that I have taken them out, I'm gonna do a little cover of each of the figures. So here we go. First, I'll show you Terraxia. She is 100 points, number 9 in the set. I'm not sure what set this is, I'm not an expert on that. She doesn't have a team ability, unfortunately, but she does have Indomitability, and she starts out with a 7 speed with charge, 10 attack with super strength, 17 defense with invulnerability, and a 3 damage with her special ability, which her special ability is Thanos' Creation. If you control a character whose name includes Thanos, Terraxia can use Perplex. So that's pretty useful if you have a Thanos character. Unfortunately, I do not have a Thanos character, but I'll try to get one as soon as possible. I mean, Terraxia with the Chase Thanos would be incredible. So, moving on, that's her first click. Second click, you notice nothing really changes except for the attack and the damage. So, 7 speed with charge, 9 attack with super strength, 17 defense with invulnerability, and a 2 damage with her special ability. Click 3. She has a 6 speed with flurry, a 10 attack, 16 defense with toughness, and a 3 damage with her special ability. Click number 4, 6 speed with flurry, 9 attack, 16 defense with toughness, and 2 damage with her special ability. On click number 5, she has a 6 speed with charge again, 9 attack with super strength again, 16 defense with toughness, and a 2 damage with close combat expert. Sorry about that. Click number 6, 5 speed, 9 attack, 15 defense with toughness, and a 2 damage with close combat expert. And on her last click, 5 speed, 8 attack, 14 defense with toughness, and a 1 damage with close combat expert. Click number 8 is KO. Now, Terraxia is a really cool figure, but she really isn't good. She loses a lot of stuff towards her last click. Oops. Now, while she's good, if there's a Thanos on the field, her special ability really is pointless. I mean, if you don't have a Thanos, it's really hard to use her effectively. Overall, she's a really good tank piece, really. I mean, it's more close combat. She's a throwing punches kind of figure. She has a 0 range with no target, so really pointless there. But she does have Indomitability, which is really useful. I love characters with Indomitability because it allows for willpower and it doesn't take up an ability on your dial. So that's really, really useful. And you have willpower on every single dial, basically. So it's a really useful ability. I love figures with Indomitability. Definitely might be using Terraxia in the future, just not before I get a Thanos, because really that special ability is very useful with the Thanos on the field. So now the Infinity Gauntlet. This piece is so amazing, this relic. The Infinity Gauntlet is 10 points plus 5 points for each gem that you attach. Honestly, full gauntlet is really the best case you can go. So full gauntlet would be 40 points. The first click you see on each click, it basically shows an ability that attaches itself to your character. The first click in this case is telekinesis. So whoever you assign this piece to on the field, say Chase Thanos if you had him, then he would be able to use telekinesis on his first click, which is pretty useful. Then you also see that it shows these gems on the left side, and those are the gems that the character can use. If you look at the card here, it shows what each gem can do. The soul gem, character can use steal energy. While using soul gem, if the character KOs an opposing character, then you heal 2 clicks of damage instead of 1. Power gem, if the character has a range of 4 or less, they can use close combat expert, 5 or more range combat expert. So in this case, if I assigned it to Terraxia, she would be able to use close combat expert since she has a printed 0 range. Time gem, character can use incapacitate and super senses. That's pretty useful if you don't have super senses. You can evade the attack. Space gem, character can use phasing teleport and the carry ability, modify a character's speed value by +2. That is super useful if you have a lot of characters. Reality gem, character can use probability control but only during the character's turn. This is probably one of my favorite gems. People get so mad. If you have the reality gem and the actual probability control ability on, I mean, you can probability control your own roll twice. So that's amazing. I love the reality gem. Then you have mind gem. Character can use mind control and telekinesis. These show all of the abilities that you can get from the dial. On the back, these are the special abilities. If you have the full Gauntlet, character's power and combat abilities can't be countered, and character can use willpower. That's really something I don't, that I really don't remember when I'm using this piece. I have used this piece a lot. I have 2 friends who have it, but that's really something you don't really remember when you're using it. Character's powers and abilities, combat abilities, can't be countered. That's wow. And they can use willpower. So if they don't have indomitability like Terraxia, then they can use willpower. So that's awesome. Then if you turn the dial, basically at the end of each turn, you roll a dice, and whatever you get on the dice is how many clicks you turn it. If you choose not to roll it, it says, okay, if assigned character was given a non-free action this turn, choose 1. Deal assigned character 1 unavoidable damage. Roll a d6. That can't be re-rolled and turn the infinity. Okay, so basically, if you choose not to roll, then you deal the character 1 unavoidable damage. Unless they didn't do anything that turn. If they didn't do anything that turn, then yeah, you can do nothing and it won't do anything. So you roll a d6, and as you're going through, you have these special abilities that will appear. Here you see it appears for the first time at the bottom there. It shows a 1 in a white circle. If you look here, beyond mortal limits, at the beginning of your turn, choose 1 attached gem that you did not choose during your last turn. Character can use the effects of that gem as long as the power is showing. That's pretty useful. You can choose any gem to use during that turn when this is visible. I mean, so basically, you could use any of these gems besides the reality gem and the time gem, because those are actually printed on there, so it'd be pretty pointless. And you can use close combat expert showed there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So that's pretty awesome. So as you turn the dial some more, come across a 2. 2 here says Apotheosis approaching. Modify character's combat value by +1 at the beginning of your turn. Choose a standard power character can't already use. Character can use that power until your next turn. So basically, instead of using a gem that you didn't use, you can choose any power in existence to use. I mean, Terraxia can use Outwit if she wanted to, if I assign it to her. That's awesome. So you're turning the dial some more, and you get to the 3. Ultimate Godhood attained. Modify character's combat values by +2, and a character can use the effects of every attached gem. At the beginning of your turn, choose a standard power character can't already choose or use. Character can use that power until your next turn. So basically, you can use every single gem on here, and you can choose a power, any power in existence to use. It's just crazy. And then, I mean, if you overroll, then you keep going again. So, yeah, those are the 2 pieces. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.